Guys, today I want to show you the death rattle of the 3.5. This is the first start in the morning, so you can hear it. I'll show it to you. What they talk about when they say death rattle of the 3.5 Ecoboost. And here we are. You guys hear that? Following up on the video here, this truck has 240,376 miles. It's got the 3.5 Ecoboost engine. And you know, a lot of people, you know, if you look on Google, you look on the forums, you read about the engine. A lot of people will tell you that this is an engine that will last you about 250,000 miles around that. It does start with the death rattle in the latter years, you know, when the miles are getting high. There's a lot of people there that they say that, you know, their engine, their truck, whatever, the F-150 started with the engine rattle around 60, 70, 80,000 miles, but most people, I guess, it's over 200,000. But anyhow, you know, it's not a deal killer, you know. If you can get a truck like this for a reasonable price, and you're mechanically inclined, you can go ahead and go ahead and fix it. I mean, I don't know how much a shop will charge you to fix one of these, but usually the issue is on the front, on the, you know, on the heads on the front, where the timing chains are, the big timing chain. So it's usually one of the sprockets that doesn't get enough oil pressure, and that's why it makes the rattling sound, you know, for a few seconds on a cold start. And a lot of people think it's the guides, the plastic guides that are there. But I saw a video recently, and it's mostly that sprocket that, you know, it doesn't build up enough pressure in the few seconds, and then after the pump, you know, gets the oil up there, then the noise starts. I do want to say something though. The longer you take to change the oil, sometimes the worse it gets. I had about 7,000 miles on my last oil change, and it was getting really bad. And I even thought about just going with the synthetic, which I don't like, by the way. I don't like synthetic. I have bad experiences where the synthetic just kind of disappears, evaporates. It happened to me on a Ford 4.6 engine, on one of those police interceptors. I used to use synthetic at the beginning, and then the oil would just disappear. You know, the level would go down. I thought the engine was burning oil until I did a regular oil change, and I found out after 3,000 miles the level was the same. So it was definitely the oil. Happened to me with the Duramax back in the day, but I also blame it on the engine back then. So it was definitely the oil back then also. It was a diesel 6.6 Duramax. So anyhow, guys, this is a great engine. I guess a lot of bad press. I wasn't a believer either. You know, when I say V6, there's no way I'm gonna have a V6 after having bad experience with the V6.4 back in the day, back in the 80s. But this engine made me a believer again. It has incredible torque. I mean, you can be doing like 60 or 70 on the highway, being on the 6th gear. And if you go uphill or you want to pass, it doesn't even downshift. I mean, just press the gas a little bit and it just goes. I mean, the torque is amazing. There's a video where they do like a brutal testing on this engine. They run it for like 24 hours with a load. It doesn't even overheat. I mean, it's just amazing. Something hard to believe, but until you drive one of these, then it'll make a believer out of you. The 3.5 V6 EcoBoost. There you go. I mean, it does have the little bit of the death rattle, you know, they say. But other than that, it's got no issues, no overheating, anything. You know, the power that it puts out is just amazing. And this is a 2013. It's not even that a newer truck, but I really like the ride. One last thing, a lot of people do like a hack, you know, to prevent the death rattle. They press the gas pedal all the way down, and they crank it up a little bit, maybe 4 or 5 times, just to build up the oil pressure. When they started, the oil's already built, the pressure is already built up, and they don't have the rattle anymore. I don't know if I want to be doing that, you know, like every time. So in the morning, I I just started, you know, and I do hear all the noise sometimes. It bothers me a little bit, but unless it gets like really, really bad, then I'm gonna think about, you know, taking the engine apart in the front and then fixing that, changing the sprockets. Which, by the way, guys, the parts are not really that expensive. If you look in places like Rock Auto, I think the whole set is like 250 bucks. So yeah, if you're mechanically inclined, you know, don't be afraid of this engine. It's a really great engine. I'm really amazed by it. I've had the truck for like a year and a couple months now, and I really like it. Like I said, I've only put like 11,000 miles on it. So there you have it, guys. 2013 F-150 EcoBoost 3.5. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you.